Hello viewers, from where you're watching from, I'm your tutor Patrick Divine. And this is my WhatsApp line. The WhatsApp line that I use, it is also the direct line that you can use to call me on this same line. Okay, so this is the number that you can use to call me. Okay, so my number is +2609753347778 +2609753347778. So we are still looking at statistics. Last time we met, we actually did grouped data, ungrouped data, and we are doing grouped data in this tutorial. Okay, so I am going to teach you how to solve a question on standard deviation under grouped data. Since we say we learned how to solve ungrouped data in the previous videos, so suppose you didn't watch that video that I sent, kindly go back and check on the videos that I sent, or you can actually inbox me on this same line. I will send you the videos. All right, I'll send you the lesson on statistics under ungrouped data. So expect these questions to come, either grouped or ungrouped data. Okay, so we are still solving what? We are still solving the standard deviation. So this is lesson 2. Okay, this is our lesson 2, like that. So this is our lesson 2, and we are still looking at what? Standard what? This is standard deviation. Deviation, like that. So we are still looking at standard deviation. That is what we are looking at. All right, so we are looking at standard deviation under grouped data. If I should remind you, if we recall from what we actually did, we said that ungrouped data comes like this. Okay, so ungrouped, but this is grouped data. So I want to just to remind you on what we actually did last time. So ungrouped data, it comes like this. So we say, let's say an example of 4 3 2 7, like that. Here there is 5 4 5 6 8, like that. Okay, so ungrouped data, it is something like this. Okay, something like that, that is what ungrouped data. And we actually said that this part is for the x, this part is for the x, and this part is for the what? For the frequency. Okay, so this is what we actually did last time. So this is how ungrouped data looks like. Ungrouped, this is not what? It is not grouped. This is how it looks like. But today we are looking at what? Grouped data. So I want you to know also how the grouped data looks like. Okay, so this is what we are doing today. So the formulas, they are just the same. The formulas, they're just one and the same. Okay, so the formulas, they are just one and the same. All right, so if you remember very well, we said that when finding the mean, we say mean. When finding the mean is denoted by x bar. Okay, is denoted by x bar, is equals to the summation of what? Of f of x over the summation of what? Of f. I taught you what f is, I taught you what x is. So I said that f, it is what? The frequency. X, it is what? The midpoint. That is what I said in the previous videos. Okay, so let's say you have this question. I want to show you how grouped data looks like. Let's say you have mm, let's say you have I'll say max, something like this, max, like that. So today's video or today's lesson will be quick and straightforward, will be just quick and straightforward. So let's say, so it comes like this: 0 comma, let's say this is 0 less than 0 is less than x, and x is what, is less than what, 10, like that, like that. Then um to be what, let's say 10. Okay, 10 is less than equal to x, less than or equal to 20, like that, 20, like that, 20. Let me not put the equal like that. So something like this, it comes something like this. So less than x, less than or equal to, let's say there is 30 here, like that. Just these just these three, just these three, like that, like that. Okay, so like that. Then here, let's say there is 8, there is 17, there is 12, something like this. So ungrouped data, it is something that will look like this. Okay, ungrouped data, it will look like this, it will look like this. Trust me, it is not confusing. I'll make it simple to your level so that you understand very well how you are supposed to solve this. It is just one and the same as that one, but this one, it is grouped, meaning that they are put in groups. So mean that the numbers that are starting from what, from 0 to 10, they are grouped here, they are grouped. So in here, they were not grouped. These numbers, they are not grouped. So they're just 4, 3, like that. But here, they are grouped, mean that there is a range starting from what? Starting from 0 to 10, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 10. Okay, so they thought those numbers, when you start writing them to 10, you make a large table for this. But to make it simple, they actually grouped these numbers. So they grouped these numbers from 0 to what, to 10, like that, from 0 to 10. There are also numbers here from what, from uh, from 10 to what, to 20, like that, from 20 to 30. So mean that here there are numbers starting from 21, from 20 to 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, until they reached what? They reached 30. That is the explanation which is right here. So you might be wondering, what does this what does this do in mathematics? What does this help you? How does this help you in mathematics? So statistics actually helps in calculating the number of people. You might be calculating the number of people who are sick for, let's say they have a certain disease in a compound, or a number of people who are in a country, like for instance census. So when doing census, when calculating people, when calculating the number of people in the country, they actually use this same method. So they will say that in Mazabuka there are people from this part to this part. So they will actually use this same method to calculate the number of people. They will use statistics to calculate the number of people. So this is how it will help you. Even in insurance companies, they will actually use statistics to calculate the number of people who are in their institutions, because people are a lot in the country. People are a lot who are doing who are insuring their cars, who are doing a lot of things. There are a lot. So they will actually use statistics like that. They will use what? Grouped data. They will group people in certain things. So those people who have similar qualities, so they will actually group them like that. So this is where the explanation comes from. Okay, so if you see something like this, you find the questions down here. You say A, it will say A, it will say calculate. Okay, calculate the standard deviation, like that, and it will have 6 marks like that. 6 marks. This is 6 marks. You can't afford to lose these 6 marks. It's too much. 6 marks is too much for you to lose. Okay, so 6 marks is too much for you to lose. So you can't afford to lose 6 marks. Okay, so you need to understand very well and clear. Okay, you need to understand this topic very well. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll see where it is written subscribe. You can subscribe from there. To subscribe, it means that whenever I do any lesson, whenever I post anything on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to be notified that Tutor Patrick Divine has uploaded a video, okay, so that you won't miss out something, okay, so that you won't miss out any lesson that I'm going to be uploading each time I upload. Okay, so this is how the question comes. So there might be a large box. It might be a long one. Even reaching this side, you may have 10 of these, but I want to make it simple for you, just to get the understanding from here. I want you to get the understanding from what I am going to teach you. So how do we calculate the standard deviation under grouped data? How do we calculate the standard deviation under grouped data? If you remember very well, I taught you that x, it is what? The midpoint. That is what I actually said. I said that x, it is the what? X, it is the midpoint. This is what I said, the midpoint, like that. The midpoint. If you remember in suppose you did that topic so if you remember that topic in coordinate geometry, where you find the midpoint. So in the where you found the midpoint, you are saying that it is what? The midpoint is, you are saying that midpoint, I'll say it here, from here, you are saying midpoint is equals to the value of what? X1 plus X2. Okay, you are dividing by 2, not so. You are dividing by what? By 2, comma, y2 plus y1 divide by what? By 2, like that. So this is what you are doing. This is the formula for the midpoint that you used in coordinate geometry. But on statistics, we actually get only the x value, only the what? The x coordinate to find the what? The midpoint. So here we only have what? We only have x here. Okay, we only have x. I said that the one on top here, it is what? The mid. These are the values that you use to find what? The midpoint. This is what you use to find the midpoint. So from here, what you use to find the midpoint, you will say, you just get this part here. You get this part. So this is your x1, this is your x2. Then these, they are 2. So you divide by what? By 2. If they were 3, would have divided by what? By 3. Okay, so this is what you'll be doing. So make sure that you understand. I want to make it simple for you. I want to break it down for you so that you understand it very well. Don't worry, it is not even difficult. You understand it. So this is how it's supposed to be done. So what you do, you actually make a table like this. Just a table like this one. You make a table like this one. So you make a table for what? For ungrouped data. That is what you are going to do. So you are supposed to make a table for what? For ungrouped data, and you know how to find the what? the standard deviation using what? Using ungrouped data. How did we do that? Okay, so you need to ask yourself, how do you find that table? How do you make that table? So I said that this one on top, it is what? The midpoint. Then this one is what? The uh the the frequency. So we'll make a table. It has 3, 1, 2, 3 like that. It has 1, 2, 3 like that. So a table, it is like this. Max, you start max like that. Max, max. Then here there is what? There is frequency like that. There is frequency like that. Then there are how many? There are 3. There is 1, 2, 3 like that. So you say 1, 2, 3 like that. So they will be just like this, as simple as that, as simple as this, like that, something like this. So here you just copy the frequency the way it is. The frequency, you say 8, 17, then what? Then 12 like that. Okay, then 12 like that. So here it is what? The what? The midpoint. Here it is what? The midpoint. So I want you to just relax and follow what I'm going to do. Follow what I am going to do. So I actually said that the midpoint, if you want to find the midpoint, here this is where x is. Okay, this is where x is. This is where the frequency is. Okay, this is where the x is and where the frequency is from here, from what we did in the previous video. So if you didn't do it in the previous video, kindly inbox me on this number here so that I send you the video for what we did. Okay, so make sure that you understand every step that I'm going to do here. Okay, so the lesson for today will be just quick and straightforward. Okay, will be quick and straightforward. So here we need to find the midpoint from here. The midpoint from here. Okay, so we'll put the midpoints here. So the values that we are going to use to find the midpoint are these values here. They are these values. So we said that the midpoint formula, midpoint formula, x, that same x, okay, is equal to what? x2 plus x what? x1, or you can say x1 plus x2. Divide by what? Divide by 2, like that. Divide by 2. So you know that this, I said that this is your x1, this is your x2. Okay, this is your x1, this is your x2. So you can put, so you say 0 plus what? Plus 10. Then divide by 2. So 0 plus 10 divided by 2, it is what? It is 10. Or 0 plus 10, it is what? It is 10. Then 10 divided by 2, you find that it's what? It is 5. So you put 5 here, like that. As simple as that. You put what? You put 5 there. So even here, 20 plus what? 10 plus 20, it is what? It is 30. Then 30 divided by 2. 30 divided by 2, it is what? It is 15. Like that. You put like that. You don't even have to show this, but I'm showing you so that you understand it, where it is coming from. I want to make it simple for you. I want to break it down. So if we add 20 plus what? Plus 30. What is 20 plus 30? What is 20 plus 30? So 20 plus 30, you find that it is what? It is 50. Okay, it is 50. And when you divide 50 by 2, it will be what? 50 by 2, it will be 25, like that. Okay, so it will be 25 like that. Are we together? It will be 25 like that. If you look at this table, have you seen that it is just one and the same, like that one, for ungrouped data? So here is just to make a table of what? Of ungrouped data. Okay, so when you make a table for ungrouped data, you know how to solve ungrouped data. This is what we actually did in the previous videos. And I said that the first step in the previous video, I said that the first step is to what? To find the what? The mean, is to find the mean, which is denoted by x bar. And its formula, it is what? Summation of what? Of f of x over summation of what? of f, like that. This is the formula that I used to find what the mean. And the second step, I said that after you find the mean, you also find the standard deviation, because you can't find the standard deviation without having the mean. So you need to find the standard deviation, and the standard deviation, I said that the formula goes by the square root, okay, the square root of what? Of summation of f multiplied by x minus what? Mean, okay, then square divided by the summation of what? Of f, like that. This is the formula that I wrote last time in the previous videos, okay. So this is the procedure that you're going to use. This is the first step. The second step, then you find everything, and you know how to calculate this. You know how to what? To calculate this. So I want to just to remind you on how you are going to do it. So you are going to solve this. I'm not going to solve it, but I want you to solve it so that you test yourself. You know how you can find the what? The standard deviation. So this is what? Ungrouped data now. So whenever you are given what? The table for grouped data, just try to make a table for what? For ungrouped data, like that. As simple as that. As simple as that. This is simple. You can't afford to lose 6 marks. You can't afford to lose 6 marks. So if you want to create a table, if you remember very well, I taught you how to create a table. So I said that the first step is what? To find the mean. And when you are finding the mean, this is the first step. When you're finding the what? The mean. I said that the table for the mean has only what? Has only 3 columns. Has only 3 columns, like that. So as only what? 3 columns, like that. So 3 columns, I mean this one, okay, like that, like that. This is what I said. It has 3 columns, like that. This is what I said. This is how the table for the mean looks like. This is how the table for the what? For the mean looks like. This is how the table for the mean looks like. And I said that if you want to find the mean, here you have how many values? You just hide this part. You just hide this part. This is the mean. This is the formula for the mean. You just hide this part. Then you look at what is here. You look at what is here. What is here? There is what? There is f and what? There's f and x. So in the first box, you just get one letter. From here, you get one letter. You say x, or you just say f. Then here, you just say what? Just say what? X, like that. Then in the third box, you get the whole thing like that. You get the whole formula like that. F of what? F of x, like that. Okay, so you know how to calculate this. I taught you how to calculate this. You can't fail. Don't disappoint me. Don't disappoint me. So you know how to calculate this. So you know how to calculate this. So you list what? You list the what? The frequency. You list the what? The mean, like that. So you list the frequency here. The frequency. You put the what? The mean here. I mean you put the what? The midpoint here. Then you what? You find the what? The f of x. Then the total is the one that you're going to use. So I want to do this. I want you to do it so that you practice. So I said that if you want to find the what? I also said that if you want to find the what? The standard deviation. The standard deviation, I said that it has only what? 5 columns, like that. 5 what? 5 columns. So 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has only 5 columns, like that. That is how the standard deviation formula, the boxes, that is how they are supposed to be. And I actually said that here you just hide here the same way you hide here. We had to hide here, so we hide what is down here. Then in the first one, in the first box, we say we copy what? We get this first one. We get the first one like that. Okay, like that. Okay, so in the second box, we get the what? The second one, like that. So it is what? It is x, like that. Then In the third one, we get this part which is inside this part, which is what, which is inside. So it is what, it is x minus what, minus mean. So don't compare, don't think that x and the mean it is the same. No, x, it is the midpoint. Okay, so x, it is the what, the midpoint, like that. So I said that in the third box you get what, you write it here. So in the fourth box, you get it the way it is, from here to here. From where? From here to here. Mean that you just square this one. So from here to here, so it is x minus x bar, then you just square it like that. Then in here, in the final box, the fifth one, you get the whole thing here. Get the whole thing here. So which is what, f open bracket x minus x bar, then you square it like that. This is how you are going to do it. This is how you are going to do it. So I'm giving you this work. I want you to find it. I want you to find it. I hope you've understood what I have said here. I hope you've understood what you have said. These are simple questions that you cannot fail to answer. Just imagine 6 marks. The whole 6 marks just on this part. Just doing this simple thing. So you can't fail to do this simple thing. Kindly do it and send the solutions to the WhatsApp line that is here, just this line here. So if you are new to this YouTube channel and suppose you found it just now, you can inbox me so that I add you to the group where your friends are learning, from WhatsApp, where your friends are learning from. Others are learning on WhatsApp, others are learning on Telegram. So you can contact me on this same line. You can contact me on this same line so that we talk. Suppose you need tuitions, suppose you just need help, okay? So you have a question, you can inbox me on this same line here so that we talk, okay? So that we talk. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe this channel, this link to you can subscribe. You can subscribe so that whenever I do a lesson, you can be notified. Okay, so also don't forget to share the link. You know, there are people out there who are suffering because of mathematics. They have failed, they have been failing since the time they started writing their GCEs. They have been failing. I pray that that is not their portion. That is not their portion. I want them to clear as well. I want them to pass. So kindly invite them. Invite them so that we work together. Invite them so that we help one another. A lot of people, they are missing a lot of opportunities because they are failing. They are failing, you know. In Zambia, there's competition in school. If you don't have a paper, you can't have a job. You can't have a job. So this is what can help them to have a job. This is the paper that we are trying to make here. This is the paper that we are trying to make here. So kindly help one another. Try to share this video to other links, to other groups that you might think this video can help them. Okay, so you need to share it to any other group. You can even share on Facebook, you can share to your relatives, you can share to your friends. You need to help one another. You know, there are people out there who are suffering because they are failing mathematics, and mathematics is very simple. I'm here to help you. I'm here to connect you to mathematics. I'm here to connect you. If you lost that connection, I'm here to connect you. So I want you to understand it. Follow me very well. Follow me very well so that you understand this topic very well. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, I would say thank you for watching. And remember to do the work that I've just sent you. You know, practice makes perfect. So when you practice these things, you'll be perfect in it. You'll be fast. So I was just doing it slowly so that you understand. When you understand the concept, you'll be doing it fast. Okay, you'll be doing it fast. So this is grouped data that we are from doing. So remember, the first thing about grouped data, you need to find the box. You need to make a box for what? For ungrouped data. Then you use that same formula to make to calculate the standard deviation, as simple as that. Then you get your 6 marks like that. Thank you for watching. Shalom, shalom.